I'm truly delighted to be here. And on behalf of Secretary Moniz and Principal Deputy Assistant Secretary Chris Smith, I'm honored to be here with you today. Thank you so much for the invitation. There's a lot of people who have made this day possible, and I want to acknowledge at least a few of them. John Ramil and Gordon Gillette in particular, and the whole team here at TECO. Wayne Holden, Jim Gibson and the folks at RTI. Micah Gilsenrath from AMEC and his team, who you just heard to help deliver this project with a stellar safety record. Jeff Braden from Clariant as a business manager. And of course, a specific shout out to our tribe from NETL, Jared Seferno, Jenny Tennant, and Dave Lyons, who helped manage this project so successfully and so well over the past few years. The Department of Energy has a long history of collaboration here with TECO. It started, as Tom said earlier, more than 20 years ago, when we helped fund the construction of this IGCC plant, the first in the United States and one of the very first in the world. At that time, actually, Secretary Hazel O'Leary came down here for the groundbreaking and the ribbon cutting. Apparently, I'm the next government official who's come to visit, so hopefully we can do a better job and get other folks in the Department of Energy to visit on a slightly shorter timeline. Part of the reason why our partnership with TECO has been so successful for so long is the extraordinary leadership that TECO as a company brings. They vote with their wallet, they vote with their feet, and they make the kinds of investments that are necessary to bring the future forward. It's wonderful to have that kind of partnership and that kind of partner. The water effort here alone is exemplary of that kind of foresight, commitment, and excellence in terms of understanding what the utility of today and tomorrow require for, really serving their customers and serving the nation. We expanded that partnership about 4 years ago when TECO was selected through a competitive process, received a grant for about $170 million of ARRA money or stimulus money. Out of the Recovery Act funds, it was to demonstrate the viability of this warm gas cleanup technology and to set the stage for carbon capture and storage here at an IGCC plant. Today, that project has come in. It has come in on time. It has come in under budget. And I just want to say that again. It has come in on time. It has come in under budget. This is... That's not something that we get to say a lot with large projects. Large projects are difficult. And when a large project is successful, it is usually because of an extraordinary manager, an extraordinary leader. In this context today, that extraordinary individual is Ben Gardner. My staff speaks of Ben with a reverential tone, and we're just glad to have had a manager of that skill and that excellence and that commitment on this project. This pilot represents exactly what the Recovery Act meant to do. It was to provide seed money to unleash the innovative power of Americans to tackle tough environmental problems and to develop transformational technologies that will do these things. One, help us meet head-on our energy requirements of today and tomorrow, in particular associated with carbon dioxide emissions and greenhouse gases. Second, to ensure America's lead in a new energy technology, and the people at RTI have done an excellent job of that. And third, to create jobs. And as we heard earlier, 500 people have been put to work around this project, and we look forward to seeing that expanded as this technology gains national and international market for the incredible innovation that it is. The Recovery Act money, in other words, is doing exactly what it's supposed to do. It helps American innovators do what they do best, which is to help us meet the challenges of a new energy economy and a carbon-constrained world. It's here in this project in Polk County, and it represents the kind of commitment and excellence that's necessary to do that. This technology is going to remove sulfur from syngas, and it's a breakthrough. As we've heard, there's been 20 years of work on this. It's a hard nut to crack technically. This has been a very, very high bar, and it's been superseded here today. This project is the first to accomplish this at a large scale. But what TECO and RTI are doing here in Central Florida has a broader impact on the research community and on the development and deployment of carbon capture and storage technology. First, of course, there's the local impact. The bottom line is that this is going to reduce the cost of capturing carbon dioxide in the future from this plant. It also opens the possibility that that captured carbon dioxide can be put to beneficial use and can be used to create new revenue streams for this company. And we've already had some, I think, very fruitful discussions along those lines. possibly, for example, to create fertilizer, to create ethanol, algal fuels, blending feedstocks, all kinds of things that, again, can serve the community here as well as create technical findings for the nation. So what happens here really can open up a world of possibilities around syngas cleanup. It'll drive down the cost of carbon capture, it improves the efficiency, and ultimately it'll move us closer to the inevitable circumstance of wider spread deployment of this technology and others. CCS really will be a big part of the future. It is, in fact, a central part of the President's climate action plan. And I mean that literally as well as figuratively. If you open it up to the middle, that's where the carbon capture piece is written. And the reason why is because it's part of an all-of-the-above strategy. We believe that coal is going to have a vibrant future in this country, and part of the work that we face today is to figure out a way to bring that vibrant, energy-rich, low-carbon future forward for all of the above. And that includes our fossil energy fuels. The scientific community and most of the environmental community actually broadly supports these steps, and it is critically important as a tool, as an option to manage carbon dioxide emissions in the future. To do that, it's actually really up to industry. Industry delivers these things. They deliver the energy, and they deliver the clean energy, and they deliver the innovations. TECO and RTI are doing those things. They've poured the concrete, they've bent the rebar, and they've made this from a white sheet of paper into something that we're about to turn on in a few minutes. So bravo again to the team. Last word on that, it underscores the value of investment and scaling up of technology. Scaling up of technology is hard and expensive, but you have to do it. You don't get to market if you don't spend the money, if you don't pour the concrete, if you don't bend the rebar. And successes like this help make the case for why this is good investment, why this serves the public benefit. Something that I am passionately committed to is that once these things stand up, those technical findings stand up with them. And those serve for future investment decisions, those serve for future regulatory decisions, those serve for future large-scale government decisions about how to manage these hard things. And the technical work leads the policy. It always does. So congratulations again to the team that's done this. There's still work to do. As we move the ball down the field, the Department of Energy is going to continue to do its part. We've put about $6 billion into carbon capture and storage and technologies like that so far. In addition to our program, which is moving forward in the 14 and 15 budgeting process, I also want to call special attention to the Loan Program Office, which has an $8 billion authority for clean fossil energy projects. And we think that those twin authorities, those twin roles, granting and loaning together, can help deliver those kinds of innovations to the market. With partners like TECO and RTI, we're learning by doing. And that's what it takes. We're demonstrating what we know, and at the end of the day, we're going to show practical, effective, real-world applications to the science that we have created and delivered. And the best place that I can think of to show that today is here in Polk County. So today we mark a milestone, but we also celebrate the kind of public-private partnership that's made this possible. Made a difference to consumers, made a difference to customers, made a difference to the industrial leaders and visionaries represented here in this room and here in this project, and in a larger sense, for the development of technologies that will have a leading role in a better, cleaner world. Thank you again, and I'm looking forward to walking around this plant in a few minutes with the people who've built it. Thank you very much.